Yo, yo, yo. I don't know if this microphone thing is making the audio better. I think it is. Yeah, I think we're good. Let me adjust this. Might be too loud with it. Yeah. All right, we in the kitchen today, whipping it up. We about to make some rice, some veggies, and yeah. If you can see the title, I'm in my new apartment. Sir. Just waiting for this water to heat up. Got an electric stove, so it takes a little bit longer. Ooh. Shout out to everybody who's tuned into the live stream. Ooh, I think this is done. All right, yeah, this is boiling. We're gonna let it boil just for a little bit longer. Shout out to everybody who's tuned into the live stream. If you haven't heard my latest song, Let's Go Get This Place, check it out. It's out now. I might actually play it right now while I'm cooking this here rice. That's a good idea. Yep. Got that to a nice boil. Sir. I don't know what this is on my phone. I'll wipe this off. But yeah, we in a new apartment. This is a different change of pace and content. I just wanted to try something different today. Um, so yeah, that's all it is. I just want to try something different. I've been uploading a lot of music content in the last couple of months, and I just want to branch out. So here's a little cooking stream for y'all. We still gonna play my music though. I might have put too much rice in here. I'm not gonna lie. Yeah, I might have put too much rice in here. Yeah, that's okay. That's okay. Let's go get this bread. Stack it up to the ceiling. I know you've been through it, girl. Me too. We need some healing. Yeah, I might have did too much rice. It's all good though. That just means I'm about to make. I'm about to just make a fuck ton of rice. That's about it. Whoa.
Need a free phone?
But yeah, that's my latest song. Let's go get this place on my page right now. Yeah, I ain't gonna lie. I don't make rice very often, but this shit better hit different. Shout out to everybody who's tuned into the chat. I ain't see y'all comments because I was playing a song. He said "lit about to lift off." Nah, for real though. Nah, for real. Yeah, that comment funny as hell. Yeah, man. I don't really make rice that often. I be making like pasta, eggs, burgers. I don't be making rice that often. So sometimes I be messing up the ratio because you really don't need that much rice to make a big platter. Like I done made rice for like a whole village with this shit. Like there's so much rice. I don't even want to look at that shit. Oh my goodness. It's all good though. I'm doing this mainly because all of the leftovers from 4th of July are gone. So like, feel me? I gotta get to cooking. I had a whole bunch of stuff during the 4th of July. I had like hot dogs, hamburgers, wings. All that shit is gone now. That shit is gone, bro. Y'all tell me if the audio is like buggy. Gotta check this on my it's my first time using. I got like a little microphone. I think it's good, honestly. Damn, is it possible to save this? Like if I just put, can you put rice in the fridge? I'm about to Google this. Oh, I'm bugging. I got Tupperware. I'm bugging. All right, we good. I'm bugging. Yeah, I'm about to just put the rest of this in some Tupperware because I don't feel like what you call it. But yeah, just quick little life update. You know what I'm saying? A YN moved out. Feel me? So I'm in a whole new different space now. I'm not even in DC anymore. I'm in Maryland. And it's nice out here, I ain't gonna lie. It's nice out here. I like it. Yeah, thank God I can just put this in the fridge because I do not feel like cooking another pot of this. I ain't gonna lie, bro. Um, I slow down a lot on dropping music. Kind of, not really though. Mainly because I had to focus on moving and setting up my room. But now I got my microphone and I'm back on it. So new music coming soon. Is there another Tupperware? Yeah, there is. And I ain't gonna lie, a lot of this is coming out of the whatchamacallit, coming out the strainer. I'm gonna upload a little video later, just showing the little process of me actually whatchamacallit, making the rice and the veggies. This one won't close. Kind of closes. That'll be all right. So we got some washed but uncooked rice that we can just heat up. Feel me? Now we're gonna wash the strainer and clean up this mess. Not bad, not bad. I gotta bring a paper towel in here. Trash. Might need to do a little bit of sweeping. Not gonna lie. Sweet. This rice better be really good. Oh, I just hit myself. Alrighty. But yeah, these last couple of days I've really just been on some setting up my room, cleaning, and hanging out with my girlfriend. That's really it. I applied to a job at this store nearby, and they said that I should call them on Wednesday. So, you know what I'm saying? Fingers crossed. Hopefully, I get that. But everything has been pretty chill so far. I just been trying to get back into my regular routine. Um, I've had a couple of mishaps on the way that have kind of like stopped me to a certain degree. My microphone almost broke, so that was fun. Shout out to my girlfriend because she helped me repair that shit. My microphone was broke. It was like bent out of shape, so I had to take some pliers and just like open that shit back up, unbend it. But yeah, like the last couple of days, like the last week, I think I've been here for like what, 4 days now. I really just been moving shit, cleaning shit, and just setting up stuff. That's about it. Might show y'all my room, but yeah, man. New beginnings. New beginnings. Had to go grocery shopping. Get some get some groceries in this bitch. Got a whole bunch of rice, tomatoes. That's what I'm really about to make. I'm about to make something like tomatoey, kind of like Mexican-y, because I have this taco seasoning. So I'm gonna make like a chipotle pot stew. I don't have any meat. I have sardines, but I'm just gonna do like rice, uh, these veggies, and then I'm gonna put in some diced tomatoes, and that should hold me off for like a couple of days. I'm not gonna lie. I'm not gonna lie. Yeah, I will mainly be using this for rice purposes. How long did they say I gotta leave this in here for? Simmer for 20 minutes. Until all water is absorbed. All right, so I'm just gonna leave this here. Let it do its thing. Maybe I'll heat up the veggies now. I think this pot is clean. I don't know if this pot is big enough for how many veggies I want. I think it is. But yeah, y'all. I'm just very excited to see what happens for the rest of the year because when you get in a new space, you just have like new energies and you know I'm just excited to see what I got in store for the rest of the year. YouTube, this is Paulo Santos. This is not anything else. This is Paulo Santo. This is this is wood. This is a tree. This is bark. This is nothing else. But I appreciate everybody who's been super supportive of me and watching my music videos. Like I said, I'm kind of taking a short little break from dropping music videos, but I'm gonna be back on that timing real soon. Just need a little break, you know what I'm saying? Focus on other things, making sure I'm healthy, because health is wealth. Went outside today, did a little bit of grounding, even though it's like 90 degrees outside. Had to get some vitamin D. Feel me? Yeah, this rice about to hit. I already know. Damn, my lighter already out. I'm gonna have to get a new lighter, bro. I knew this shit was about to go out too. Dang, knew this shit was about to go out. It's all good. But in other news, I just uploaded my project Love Letter to Lily, which I've been promoting for like months now. Um, the project is dedicated to my girlfriend, of course, and I don't even know why I'm still trying to like this. This shit is dead. um, the project is dedicated to my girlfriend, and I'm dropping it this Friday, July 11th, because that's our year anniversary. So a year ago, this Friday, a year ago, is when I first met her, and we went on our first date. You know, when we first met, I just knew that she was the one, and I asked her out on a date, like immediately. We went out the first night, and ever since, you know what I'm saying? It's been like this ever since. So yeah, most of the songs, I'm not gonna lie, on the project are already released, but the main purpose, there is a new song, but the main purpose of me dropping it on all platforms is so that people who don't be tapped into my YouTube, people that don't be tapped in with even like my TikTok can see um, that I just dropped a new project, because I still got like 100 something monthly listeners on Spotify. Um, I got a good amount of Apple Music listeners. So just for the people who don't be tapped in with my social media, you know, I'm dropping that project so that they can see it and listen to it. So yeah, but yeah, I'm excited. I literally woke up in the like at 3 in the morning, and I was like, you know what, I gotta get this done, because honestly, like up until last night, I didn't really have the album finished. Like I had the songs finished, but I didn't have the track list. So I woke up, listened to everything, made a track list, and it's 11 songs. Feel me? Um, all produced by Smitty. Shout out to Smitty. It's 11 songs. Most of them already are dropped. There's one new song on the project, and that's gonna be the intro. It's called Sometimes. So yeah, that way. That's a way. It's gonna be good though, man. Like I got very high hopes for this project, and you know I've been going really hard this year. So like I said, I got to take breaks sometimes so that I can just admire my own progress. Because sometimes when you go hard, you don't have enough time to just relish and be grateful for what you have put out there. And man, I've been working real hard these last 6, 7 months, man. Like ever since the beginning of this year, I just been song after song, video after video, stream after stream. Like I've really been going hard on this YouTube thing. You know what I'm saying? We got over 2K subscribers. Shout out to anybody who came from Ramen. Shout out to anybody who came from Realm. I appreciate y'all. But yeah, we've been going real hard this year, and yeah, once I drop this project, I'm gonna chill out, and I'm just gonna try like different content. Like I've been posting like motivational content recently to my song, just cause like I feel like there needs to be more positivity on the timeline, and you know what I'm saying? You always got rappers trying to promote their songs, so I just wanted to try something a little different. Still promoting my song, but doing it a little bit differently. Do a little bit of motivational content, and a lot of people seem to like it, so that's cool. But yeah, let me fill up this water real quick. Yeah. All right. So while this rice is on the pot, we're gonna take some veggies, feel me, and we gonna bust it open, feel me, and pause. We better bust it open, and then we better put some veggies in this pot over here. Let me show y'all. I got this from Costco. Feel me? So we gotta bust this open. Bust this John open real quick. Where's my thing? Bust this John open. That. Maybe I'll. Yeah, we're gonna do the same thing as before. We're gonna let this heat up a little bit. Feel me? Also, I need to wipe down. This counter. Why I fake got this shit dirty. It's not too dirty though. That down, cat. But yeah, yeah, I'm trying to just try different stuff. Uh, might try gaming. I've been wanting to do gaming streams for like a while. I was actually talking to somebody about that the other day. Might try gaming streams. People have been asking me for Realm vids. I don't know how I'm about to record those, but I'm gonna look into it. But the main thing is it's always gonna be centered around music. You know what I'm saying? I'll like deviate from time to time, do like these little streams, cooking, might do like a mukbang or something with my girl. Um, might like watch a movie, just like little stuff, but like my main channel, it's always gonna be dedicated to music. At some point though, I'm gonna make a channel with my girlfriend, and we just gonna do like relationship vlogs and story times and things of that nature. Cause she's good at storytelling and stuff like that. So, you know me. That's what we about to do. Get more. All right, got this over here. Damn, I'm kind of sick. My lighter died. I gotta get a new one. Gotta get a new one, man. No bat. Ooh, gotta get a new one. All right, so we're gonna heat up. We're gonna heat up this here pot. Put some veggies in that John. Wrong one. Wrong one. It's this one. Put some veggies in this John. But yeah, honestly though, like I feel a lot more like I ain't gonna say too much, but like mentally I feel a lot more like focused on me right now. Once I drop this project, like I'm just gonna go back to like making music like without like a theme. I know a lot of my songs recently have been like themed around my relationship, but this next album, like I'm just gonna go back to just like rapping about me and what I be going through. My relationship is a part of that, but feel me? I'm not gonna be like OD rapping about what I be going through in my relationship. Like that's not gonna be the main focus. It's just gonna be whatever I want to talk about. So I got this song. I got this song. It's a feature. I got a feature with Stevani. That shit is fire. That I always love how the universe kind of like saves the best for last. I feel like when I drop that, or when he drops that rather, that shit better go up. I ain't gonna lie. That shit better go up. That song is like, it's too good. I ain't gonna lie, that shit's too good. I gotta promote that song a little bit more. Once this project drops and it's just out there, then I can focus on that one, that song. Cause thing about me is uh I'm a very linear person. It's a blessing and a curse. One thing at a time. You know what I'm saying? I can't do like multiple songs at one time. Like no, one song at a time, one project at a time. So once Love Letter to Lily is out, that'll be that. You know what I'm saying? And then I'm gonna move to the next thing. Ooh, let's see how the rice is coming along. It's getting there. It's definitely getting there. Like I said, I don't know if I put in. I don't think I put in too much water. I don't think I put in too much water. I think I actually put in the right amount. It looked like a lot of water at first, but that shit ain't nothing. So yeah, we got the uncooked rice. I got some leftover pasta. I might eat some of that. Nah, I ain't about to eat none of that now. I might have some of this salad right now. I might have some of this salad, bro. Got to keep my vibrations high. Feel me? Eat some salad. Cause I ain't gonna lie, I've been eating a lot of bullshit recently. The Fourth of July, man, I had hamburgers, hot dogs, sodas, drinks. Man, I had everything, man. Cake, me and some bullshit. Thankfully, you know what I'm saying, I balance it out, and I'm a very health oriented person. I ain't gonna lie. I'm a very health oriented person. I really care about my health. You know, I don't eat fast food. I rarely drink sodas. I take all types of vitamins. You know, I try and go for a walk every day. Try to get as much sunlight as I can, even when it's like fucking 100 degrees. Like if you know me, very health oriented. Like, I really care, and I don't even be in the gym like that much. But you know what I'm saying, I got a pretty nice build. So yeah, but it's another thing I might do. Maybe not gym streams, but I got a squat rack in here. I might do like fake like a squat rack stream, something like that. I don't know. One thing at a time. I drink tea. I drink green tea every day. I've been drinking tea every day, damn near for like the last like 2 years. I rarely get sick. The only times I ever get sick, and I mean everybody's like this, but the only times I ever get sick is really like in the winter and then in the spring because of allergies. That's it. Ooh, shit. Once this rice is done, I'm about to Chef Boyardee this shit. I can already tell. I'm about to go crazy. Matter of fact, let me put some salt. Let me put some salt in this jank. Put some salt in this jank. A little bit of olive oil. A little bit of salt, a little bit of olive oil. Feel me? Ooh. Yeah, I'm a very health oriented person though. And it's just the way I was raised, honestly. That's one thing my parents did very well was making sure we ate good. Real talk. We ain't really have sweets like that in the crib. We ain't really have like GMO cereals and all the type of shit kids be eating. My parents weren't rocking with that. We had granola bar. We had Nature Valley. Oh God, Nature Valley granola bars. Oh God, and even those are technically GMO, but they're not that bad for you as long as you don't overeat them. You know. Yeah, Nature Valley. What else do we have in the crib? Honey Nut Cheerios was the cereal. Drink soy milk. Niggas used to drink silk, but niggas was eating good meals. Oh God, niggas was eating good meals as a kid. It's one thing my parents, I appreciate them for. Because when I have kids, I'm gonna make sure they know the value of eating good. You only got one body. You cannot fuck that shit up. Oh God, niggas just eat anything nowadays. Can't be out here eating bullshit and expecting to live a good life. You can't eat because the stuff you eat impacts the stuff you think. If you're depressed or angry or frustrated, 9 times out of 10, you ingested some shit that was made in a lab or an animal that got fucking just brutally murdered. That shit is real. Spirit transfer is real. And start to realize low key the importance of praying over food low key. I used to not pray over my food that much, I'm not gonna lie, but I started realizing the importance of prayer and just blessing the food and just, you know what I'm saying, being thankful because Yeah, man, that shit is important. And I'll still, you know what I'm saying? I ain't perfect. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, like even earlier today, I had like ice cream, peanut butter, peanut butter chocolate, and the last couple of days I just been eating straight like steak, beef, pork, starch. It's like it's a balance. If you eat too much bullshit, your life is gonna be bullshit. Straight up. That's just what it is. For real. I'll never understand. I know I'm going on a tangent here, but I'll never understand niggas who eat fast food every day. Like if you look, you gotta do what you gotta do. But I'm starting to realize too, like a lot of people are lazy, and I've been very prone to this kind of attitude where it's like cooking takes a lot of effort and energy. So a lot of people kind of just like they just go out and they get some shit. And it's okay to eat out, but if you out here eating fast food every day, I don't know what to tell you. Especially now in 2025, like they're just putting anything in that kind of stuff. So you out here eating McDonald's every day, we'll pray for you. You just do what you gotta do. You know what I'm saying? If you're really down bad, and that's just what it is. But at a certain point, once you get your own kitchen, you should at least be able to know how to make like pasta, how to throw some veggies in a pot, and just like take a burger from the deli and just slap it on the pot. Like that shit is not rocket science. I'm not gonna lie. That shit really is not. All you need is olive oil, a pot, some salt, some pepper, maybe some extra stuff. Maybe like some onions. Onions are very good. I don't know. But yeah, that shit is not rocket science. I ain't gonna lie. Cooking is not. It's not hard. It just takes a lot of energy. A lot of people just don't really want to put in that energy. It's really about it. He said, I'd rather eat out than cook excess food for multiple days, lol. That's why most people don't cook at home. You usually have to cook enough for multiple people while you are only one person. But you don't have to cook for multiple days. A lot of the times, like, you can just make a big meal and then be good for the next couple of days if you do it right. Like, for example, right now I'm making some rice, right? This rice will be enough for like at least the next like 2 3 days, right? Then you just need a protein. I got some sardines, right? You don't even have to cook sardines. That's like canned fish, right? And then I'm about to cook some veggies too. You really don't even need to that's just something you can put in a pot and that'll last you a couple days too. So I don't necessarily agree with the cooking excess food for multiple days. That's not something I'm trying to do. This is my first time cooking in like 3 days. The last time I cooked, I made some pasta, and that shit lasted me like 3 days. So I don't think you have to cook excess uh, multiple days. You just have to cook excess one day, and then the next couple of days you'll be straight. And then in between those days, you know what I'm saying, if you make some bread and you want to go get a snack or something, Feel me? That's okay. But I'm saying eating out every day, that's not it. And that should be low key draining your pockets. I ain't gonna lie. Like I used to eat out every day. That shit is a blessing to be able to do, but that shit will drain your pockets really quick. Like I used to eat out every day, bro. So I know what that shit does to your pockets. Like I know what that shit does to your pockets, man. That shit's not pretty at all, bro. I don't know. Like I said, it's not hard to cook your own meals. It just takes a lot of energy. But once you do it, you're gonna be like, damn, I don't gotta go nowhere. And then you start trying new shit. Like I don't even like cooking rice, but we gonna see how this shit comes out. I like cooking eggs. I like cooking pasta. I really like grilling. I like grilling burgers and shit. Throw a burger on the pan. That's it, man. You just need protein, starch, veggies, maybe, you know what I'm saying, a bev in the fridge, like a 2 liter bev or something. And you'll be straight for like 3 days on bro. You'll be straight. He said, I personally have thought process of buying food around the amount I make. So 17 an hour, I'm fine with spending 17 on one meal. But if you spend 17 on one meal and that's what you make an hour, you're gonna be down $17. Well, you could take that $17, and if you do that every day for like, let's say you do that every day in a week, and then you chill out a weekend, it's like 17 times five, uh, whatever that shit is. What is that, like 65? Some shit. I don't know. Point being, like you done spent like a good amount of your check on some food that you could have made probably for the same amount, maybe a little bit more. I don't know. I don't want to sound like I'm preaching because, you know what I'm saying? This is just my opinion. But, and then the other thing is you have to consider this, bro. McDonald's is terrible for you. Like, it's just like objectively speaking, if you have the money, you shouldn't be choosing McDonald's over like a home cooked meal. I ain't gonna front. Like, especially McDonald's. If you're down bad, that's one thing. Like if you have no choice, that's one thing. But I'm saying if you have the option, you shouldn't be eating out every day. He said, I have a cheap way to live if needed. Hot pockets are 125 a piece. Yeah, man, free you. Free you, bro. Oh my god. Hot pockets and McDonald's is diabolical. Now I'm criticizing. You eating a double cheeseburger and then you washing it down with a hot pocket, bro. That's what we doing. Like I'm just saying, you could go to the store and you could get the buns, the meat, and even the fries, and you'll have more of that. And those, yeah, those are processed, but they not McDonald's. You have you have two types of fast food. No, you have two types of GMO food. You got like GMO fast food. Then you got like bioengineered shit in a grocery store. Now, between the two, I would just go with the shit in the grocery store because, yes, it takes longer to make, but you're going to live longer. Straight up. Now, I'm not even talking about the price. I'm talking about the overall value. Like, we kind of can both agree that the price of McDonald's is just objectively better. But if you're making $17 an hour, you really should be, at the very least, spending some of that on some type of meat that you can cook, some type of veggies that you can put in a pot, and some type of like rice, beans, pasta, like something that you can put in a pot, cook for like an hour, and then bam, you got food for the next 3 days. Then you won't even have to leave the crib. I'm telling you, and you're gonna feel so much better about yourself. Like your body will be feeling way better. I'm telling you. So that's my honest opinion about that. 17 an hour, that's enough to get some good shit from like Costco, Trader Joe's, even like Walmart. He said, I don't worry about eating healthy, Lamau. I ain't gonna live forever. True, no one's gonna live forever, but some people need to eat healthy in order for them to live good lives. Not even some people. Everyone needs to eat healthy to live good lives. You can't have a good life and not eat good. That's just the reality of the situation. Because if you don't eat good, you don't take care of your gut, you're going to end up with some disease at like 30. That's just the reality of the situation. That's why most Americans are fucked up in the body and the brain. Ooh, shit. But yep, I got some veggies from fucking Kirkland. Put those in the pot. Feel me? I didn't even put too much in the pot, mainly because whatchamacallit, I put too much water in this shit. I gotta do better on the water ratio. I ain't gonna front. He said smoking weed is gonna cause my gut problems. Nah, smoking weed gonna cause lung problems. It ain't gonna cause no gut. Smoking weed gonna make you want to eat, but smoking weed and then eating fast food, that's like a double whammy. It's like a double whammy. I ain't gonna lie. Cause you don't fuck your lungs up and your gut up. That's a double whammy, bro. God damn. This is coming from somebody who used to smoke a lot. I ain't gonna lie, I don't smoke like that anymore. But feel me? That's a double whammy. Okay. All right. I'm done yapping about that. But that was a good good back and forth. Shout out to S. I don't know if you're subscribed to me. I think you are. So shout out to S. Appreciate that. Good conversation. All right, let's see what this rice is hitting for. Okay. It's almost there. See something. Hmm. Yeah, this is gonna need a little bit more time. Hmm. Yeah, I'm gonna need a little bit more time. I ain't gonna lie. I might have to turn this on maybe a little bit. Yeah, that's gonna need a little bit more time. He says smoking weed does cause issues with gut health. True that. Oh, my shit pause. Oh, damn. He says sorry, phone died. That's all good. Gotta refresh my shit real quick. Damn, next time I make this rice, I'm gonna go easier on the water. I'm gonna go easier on the water. That's what I'm gonna do. But the way I'm about to bring all this together, shit better be good. He said I've been smoking hard for 5 years. Shit does things to you. Yeah, yeah, no, I agree. I This is like the first year where I've really like curbed my smoking a lot. Like I rarely smoke. If I do, it's on special occasions. Um, I don't smoke like that. I used to be like smoking every day, so I know that shit does do things to you. I ain't gonna lie. He said, "What's that door in your wall?" Um, I have no fucking clue. It's like the door to the underworld or some shit. Yeah, no, I used to smoke. I used to smoke like every day, so I definitely aware of the side effects. People will act like you know what I'm saying, whatever. Yeah, he said you need a pressure cooker. Yeah, yeah, I don't really have one. I mean, like I do, but it doesn't have a top. I definitely do need one though. You're definitely right. This all I really got though. He said, check the local thrift stores, go thrifting with your check. True that. Yeah, I'm definitely gonna look into a pressure cooker. Yeah, this gonna take longer, but I'm saying as long as it gets done, that's all I care about. I honestly might pour out some of the water in this, just a tad. 'Cause I don't know. I think I need to. Also, I'm used to like a fire top stove. This is an electric stove, so this is kind of my first time doing this on an electric stove. I ain't gonna lie. So I shouldn't have turned the stove off. I should have just turned it down. So now I gotta like turn it back on. So it's all good though. You know what I'm saying? We learning, but probably in like 20 minutes this will be like fully done. You know. Like it already looks kind of it looks done, but the rice is still kind of crunchy. And not even crunchy. Yeah, kind of crunchy, but there's still like a lot of water. I put a little bit of olive oil in here, so that should definitely help absorb a little bit of the water. Um, so yeah, I'm just gonna stir it a little bit and then turn up the heat. And yeah, but yeah, shout out to US. Where you from, brother? Also, are you a new like are you new to my channel or are you returning sub? Because sometimes I be having a hard time seeing who's a returning sub or not. He said I've been around. Yeah, you have like a special icon next to your name, so I figured you were a returning sub. Appreciate you for being in this live stream. Definitely making things interesting. He said Washington State. I feel that. I haven't been to Washington State in like 9 years or some shit. I remember I went to Seattle one time. That was a long time ago. I ain't gonna lie. Long time ago. Yeah, I ain't been to the West Coast like for real, for real. I've been to like LAX one time. I've been to Seattle for like a week, but I ain't really been to the West Coast like that. I ain't gonna lie. My girlfriend wants to live in California one day. We'll see about that one. But I would like to visit Cali. I got some friends out there. I haven't seen them in a long time. Maybe I should turn this up a little bit. Turn that up. Ooh. Once this is done though, this is gonna be fire. I'm about to basically mix I got some diced tomatoes. So I'm about to drain the water, right? I'm gonna drain the water and then I'm finna put in these and I might even throw in like some onions, maybe. I don't know. Haven't haven't gotten that far yet. He said you have to live near the coast, though any place in Cali has issues. The water being owned by someone, not the government. The insurance being denied for fires. Damn. True that. Damn, I need to get a charger. My phone about to die. Damn, water not being owned by the government. That's like the opposite where I'm at. I live in DC, so it's the opposite where I'm at. Let me go grab my charger real quick. Hold on. Oh, once I finish this rice though, bro, it's gonna be nice. we gonna turn off this other one, or at least turn on low. So who you living with right now? My uncle. Oh damn, I can't charge my phone because I got this microphone in. Actually, can I? Let me try this. Yo, if this works, that'd be kind of crazy. Damn. Yeah, I can't really charge my phone right now because I got this microphone thing in. Shit, where did I put my fork? Bro, what the fuck happened to the fork? He said, I hate how you are normally expected to be thriving at 18. Yeah, no, that shit is cap. I ain't even gonna say too much, but I know someone who's in their 40s still living with their parent. So that shit is cap. That shit is cap. I don't know if I should pour out more water or not. I think I'm about to pour out more water, and then I'm about to put in more olive oil, and maybe that'll help like speed up the process a little bit because this shit taking a minute, bro. I ain't gonna lie, bro. Oh, shit taking a hot second. All right. Hopefully that wasn't too much water that I just took out. No, I think that was good. That was good. Yeah, we're gonna put in a little bit more olive oil just so we can expedite this process a little bit. Right now the rice is looking pretty ricey. I'm not gonna lie, pretty ricey, looking pretty thick. That's what you want to go for. So that's good. I want a little bit more olive oil. That shit in there. Sir. A little bit of olive oil never hurt nobody. Sir. Whew. Oh God. That shit is hot. Might have to take off my microphone so I can charge this here what you call it, this phone. Let's just do a little taste test, see how the consistency is. Still crunchy. Still crunchy. Still crunchy. Maybe I shouldn't have drained out the water. I don't even know, man. I'm about to just leave this shit in here for a little bit because there's still a lot of water. But goddamn, I want this shit to be finished, my nigga. This is what I be saying. Like it's like this shit takes a lot of energy, but it's worth it. Swear to God, because then I'm not gonna have to do shit for like 3 days. On God. Yeah, there's still a fuck ton of water in here. Yeah, I know I'm not tripping. No, I'm not tripping. Oh shit. Ooh, shit. Yeah, there's still a lot of water in here. Damn, man. Should take a fucking minute. All right. Okay, this shit's boiling again, so I'm about to let that sit in the pot for a second. I swear to God, this shit is gonna be done in like 10 minutes. I swear to God. It's like it's right there. I can tell it's right there because it looks like it's done, but it's not like fully done yet. This shit is gonna be done in like 10 minutes. I swear to God. Shout out to anybody who's been tuned in to the live stream. This is my first live stream at my new apartment. So expect many more to come. Feel me? Expect many more to come. He said, I want to see you cook a steak without cutting it open to check. Shit. Might have to do that. I want to see you cook open a steak without cutting it. Mr. S. Oh yeah, that shit making that bubbly noise. Shit making that bubbly noise. That's how you know. That's how you know. Getting that shit in. Turn the veggies off. Let that do its thing. So we got our rice, we got our veggies, and this is what I was talking about earlier. I said we don't have any meat, but I got these sardines. I gotta close the box because I want to fall. This shit is really good. I'm not gonna lie. This shit right here is pretty fucking dank. Cannot lie. Pretty dank, if I do say so myself. He said, but I sure ain't using the 1970 stove we got. Damn. Shit, I would rather use a 1970 stove than an electric stove at this point. I ain't gonna lie, this shit taking a brick. This shit taking a brick. No bad. All right, I gotta take out my microphone real quick. My phone's at 2%, so it'd be like that. Oh, shit. is this shit not charging? There we go. With 1% battery to spare. I ain't gonna lie. I did make a lot of rice. I ain't gonna lie. I made a lot of fucking rice. I made a lot of fucking rice. And it's crazy because it's like, I knew it was a lot of rice, but I just kept going. I don't know what the fuck type of time I was on, bro. God damn. This shit is a lot of fucking rice, man. God. Yeah, I might need to I might need to have more water. God damn. So is it? Oh man. I'm thinking about putting the water from the veggies into this shit. No.
What are you cooking?
I'm making rice and veggies.
Oh.
And yeah, I'm just kind of going with the flow right now. I need so much.
House of Representatives, Jim Roy, who represents that stricken district, have all been there doing yeoman's work. Even NASA, which I represent and have jurisdiction over, our committee does it in any rate. NASA has aircraft that are flying down there. Air National Guard has MQ-9 Reaper drones that are going up and down the river valley looking for people as well. And we're in the, this is the search and rescue. We're still in it. And we're determined to find everybody that was lost. And then we can start talking about what we can do to go forward. But we want to do things that will never allow this to happen.
experiencing this, yes, as a Texan, as a human being, but also as chair, as Joe mentioned, of the House Science-Based Technology Committee. Does the National Weather Service need to do something different in the future to ensure this doesn't happen again? Do you have a preliminary understanding of what went wrong and what needs to be fixed?
Well, I don't have a complete understanding. I mean, it's a little early. Like I said, right now it's search and rescue. These hard questions are going to be answered, though. I can tell you, we're going to have some hearings. I'll give you an example. The president's budget, it came out, Office of Management budget came out with what they call a small budget.
So yeah, this needs a little bit more water, so I'm just gonna take some of the veggie water, pour it in here,
They got 66 million more for FY26.
and I'm just gonna leave this shit in the pot. Leave it in the pot. I think this will honestly be good. Honestly. Because I put some salt and olive oil in the other one, so it's gonna be like double flavor. I think this is gonna work. He said, hell yeah, we got fam watching the news. Yeah. I think this is gonna work. I just gotta leave this. Yeah, I gotta leave this on here. Just not even touch it, not open it. Leave that shit there for a second. Let the rice absorb that shit. And then I think we'll be good. Probably will take like 10 minutes though.
What does Texas need now that it may not be getting? Well, I think we have a lot of volunteers. We have, as I said, NASA has contributed aviation itself. We've got a lot of people that are flying over that river valley. People are walking up and down that river valley miles and miles. And it's crazy. They're calling their children's names out. There are people who have, in fact, there was someone told me just a second ago. A young man was looking for his parents.
That shit boils, man.
He's sticking with the program. He's not going in, so he can't be working. He wants to find other people so possible. But this is good. I think Texas is all right. And
We got the veggies ready. Right here. I didn't do too many veggies because I got a lot of rice. So I didn't do too many veggies, but the veggies right here. Feel me? I don't think y'all can see it. Hold on.
that was supposed to be in the second session.
God damn.
She was diagnosed with her knee, and she was unable to go to the second session at Camp Misty because of a torn meniscus. This is the first time
Let that shit drip on the stove.
that we can say
Sound good though?
that's fair. Who knows what?
Sir, yes, sir.
That your family is okay, Congressman. We appreciate you joining us here.
This shit better hit.
Congressman Brian Babbitt,
This shit is about to hit.
Texas
Oh,
Chair,
God.
House Science, Space, and Technology Committee with us.
Honestly, yeah, all I gotta do is let the rice absorb the rest of this water, and then I'm just gonna throw in the veggies. And then I'm trying to decide whether or not I want to put tomatoes in this shit, or if I just want to put, like I'm thinking I might take the sardines and I might fucking put the oil from the sardine in there, because they have like a lot of olive oil in the actual can. Because I don't know, I kind of want to save the tomatoes for the pasta. I got a lot of pasta. He said my mom used to use bagged frozen vegetables. Yeah, same. Said man needs some ragu. Nah, for real. I've been cooking pasta with diced tomatoes for like the last year. Kind of like it though, I ain't gonna lie. Yeah, so you need some spices? Yeah, I got the spices right here, my boy. Got the spices. Some taco seasoning. This shit is really good. And then I got this organic no salt seasoning. This shit has a lot of good spices in it.
Josh Harris can't do a big deal with a bad person.
Yes, sir. Kirkland on top. He said, lost me at no salt. Well, yeah, I put a bunch of salt in the fucking water earlier. And yeah, the rice definitely has salt in it already. I got the salt right here.
Why is Baltimore so important to you? It's our state's largest city. And if your state's largest city is not thriving, your state can't thrive. And that is just a mathematical equation because the only way this will be Maryland's decade is if it's Baltimore's time. And so that's why we did focus on things like being
He said, nah, it's healthier for you, but I have used my body with salt and used to with sugar before I could down a 12-pack of sodas a day. 12 packs is crazy.
The reason we focus on housing and getting rid of the vacant housing, the reason we focus on violent crime, and now Baltimore is having one of the most precipitous drop anywhere in the country.
Yeah, I used to eat a lot of salty shit.
Shootings and carjackings and auto thefts. So
and drink soda. That was like back in high school though.
Your state is going to thrive. So if somebody's watching this and they're not from Maryland, but they want to know.
How old are you, as we're probably like the same age.
People should know about the state of Maryland. I would say Maryland really is American miniature. If you tell me what you want to do, and no matter where you stand in the state of Maryland, I can tell you where to have a world-class experience.
Oh God, that's hot. All right, hold on.
We're the home of Johns Hopkins University, the home of the NSA, the home of NIST. We have so much to offer in the state of Maryland, and I think it's one of the reasons that people are so excited about the growth trajectory we're on.
So much fucking work. This is like a mountain. He said, I was born after 9/11, 23. Damn. We might have the same birthday. When's your birthday? My shit is September 13th. September 13th, 2000. He said November 29th. Man, that's not right after 9/11. I mean, it is, but you had me think you were born on like 9/12 or some shit. I respect that.
The capitalist system is the best system in the world. There isn't another one that works as well.
Ooh. Okay. The veggie water definitely helps. That's a little bit more consistent. It still could use a little bit more water, but I think if I put it in a pot and I boiled it with the fucking tomatoes, I think that shit will work. I'm not gonna lie. I think that shit will work. I'm gonna let it sit here for like 5 more minutes. He said, I just say after 9/11 so people don't think I was around then. For that. I think I'm just gonna. I got the big pot. So I think what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take a bunch of diced tomatoes and I'm gonna fucking put the rice in this pot. Put some olive oil in there first. And then I think I'm just gonna put the tomatoes with the rice, kind of let that like boil, let the rice absorb the tomato sauce, and then I'm gonna put like taco seasoning on it with the no salt seasoning, and then put the veggies on top. And then that'll be like kind of like I wouldn't call it Mexican, but it would be some type of chipotle like rice kind of. It would be good. It would be good.
West Texas intermediate crude up 9/10 of 1%, 68.54 barrel. But again, commodities, specifically copper, right now we've got copper traded higher on COMEX up by 9.7%. Weekend U.S. stocks trading mixed. The Dow and the S&P, they're both lower. Nasdaq higher.
He said that rice be cooking forever. Nah, for real. It's because I use too much, but it's okay because now I know. Feel me? But it's good though because now I won't have to cook for a minute. But now I know to go a little bit less harder on the rice.
The president's announcement during a lengthy cabinet meeting at the White House that just wrapped up moments ago that 50% copper tariffs will be implemented effective today. Of course, that's not the only news.
Honestly, I might put like a little bit of water in this pot, just so the rice has like a little bit more, a little bit moisture. Yeah, that's what it is.
Not as a change, but as a quote clarification.
Maybe was the key word there. Yeah, it was July 9th. I think the market's been pretty
But
obsessed.
the taste is good. Like it tastes good, just like the rice itself tastes good. It just needs a little bit more consistency. So I'm just gonna add a little bit more water. It should be good.
And this is where we start with our political panel today. Rick Davis is with us, of course, Bloomberg Politics contributor and partner at Stone Court Capital, a Republican strategist, alongside Jeannie Shanzano, senior democracy fellow at the Center of the Study of the Presidency in Congress. Great to see you both here. Thank you so much for your patience. This was a more than 90-minute long cabinet meeting. Rick, is Donald Trump getting bored with his own trade policy here? He says it takes too much time to make deals.
Takes too much to make deals, but he's not going to change any more deadlines. But he's still thinking about new sectoral sanctions. Made some news around copper. No telling what the futures are going to do now. And is still looking at some massive tariffs on pharmaceutical industry a year from now. So I mean, for a guy who's getting bored with it,
I don't want to do too much.
and so I think we are into a tariff cycle that will not end in his presidency. And so buckle up, get used to it. I think it's one of his favorite words. He said so.
He said that's why I like bag rice. You cook in a pot. It's already pre-portioned. Yeah, true that. He said, I think that little door is access panel. Yeah, probably. Most likely.
efforts to find trade deals, but also other deals he was pursuing, like an end to the war between Russia and Ukraine, as he also, again, in this cabinet meeting, expressed some displeasure with Russian President Vladimir
I'll
Putin.
put this on top.
Yeah, I think he makes news here on his
That's rice.
number one, he refused
Another little taste test.
or to say whether Pete Hegseth had told him in advance about the pause on munitions to Ukraine. That was notable because he, the other day, as we know, told Vladimir Zelensky he did not know about that in advance. So the fact he refused
getting
to
better.
say, I thought was notable.
It's getting a lot better.
To your point, Kaylee, was the idea, to me at least, that a U.S. president was shocked that Vladimir Putin is not good
It's
for
getting a
his
lot
word.
better.
And
It's
so
like
to
almost
me,
there.
that speaks volumes about Donald Trump as
Yeah.
somewhat of an
No, this is good.
optimist, and now suddenly seems to be shocked that he can't count on Vladimir Putin. I also think the third thing I would say about this
This shit's actually really good.
is losing in the Trump
Like, I put the veggie water in the rice. That shit made it way better. Oh, God.
This is a president who is now clearly
Put some
gone
olive
with the
oil in that
Hawks,
shit,
both
too.
in Iran and
Yes,
now
sir.
it seems to be as you look at Ukraine and Russia. And this is at a time when, of course, the isolationists and the far right wing of the
And
Pentagon
I'm gonna
are
post
happy
like
about
a
another thing they
mini
talked
video.
about, which was Jeffrey Epstein.
What's it
So
called?
not a good day or a good week for the more right than far
It's like
right
a
of the
little,
MAGA wing.
because I recorded like the process of this kind of. So I'm gonna post that shit too.
Asked the reporter why they would even ask such a thing. Rick, we learned that Benjamin Netanyahu is coming back to the White House tonight. This was another tidbit that the president dropped. We later learned from
I gotta wash my hands.
Netanyahu's government that they would meet at 6 p.m. That meeting has now been moved up to 4:30 p.m. What do you make of the return trip to the White House? Will it result in a ceasefire announcement?
Well, what is on the rest for the ceasefire? One, I think that president is sincere in wanting to get peace in the region, and I think that there's a great reward for that because if he can establish a ceasefire and an end to the war with Gaza between Israel and the Palestinians, then it unlocks potentially a Abraham Accord, not just with Saudi Arabia that the president has really been anxious to do, but also with other potential countries like Syria in the region now that diplomatic relations have been renewed with them. So he's got a real gamut going in the Middle East, and he wants to ride the momentum that he's got. And I don't think Bibi is getting out of town until he gets a deal on these ceasefires with Gaza.
Well, and for President Trump, he needs also the pursuit of the Nobel Peace Prize, right? Is that ultimately what he wants with everything we just discussed? Ukraine as one example, but the Middle East is another.
I'm fake crushing this rice.
He would like to get it for the peace between India and Pakistan, however long that lasts.
Oh wow, this is actually kind of good. Oh wow.
But to me, the most notable thing we heard last night was the question about the day after. When Donald Trump
That veggie water, that shit did wonders. I ain't gonna lie. You know it's good when the rice has like the perfect amount of salt, but it's not too salty. And I think one thing that helped is I put a little bit of olive oil in the water. That's something that I learned. Just, you know what I'm saying, salt and olive oil. Because most people put salt in the pot and then they let the shit boil. But what happens is the rice sticks together too much, so you gotta add a little bit of olive oil, and that shit kind of it helps absorb the moisture while keeping the rice kind of like not too pulled up together. But yeah, once I throw the rest of this shit in here with the diced tomatoes, this shit better be fire. I ain't gonna lie. I'm actually kind of excited. I was a little bit worried at first because I wouldn't say like the rice was crunchy, but it just like, it wasn't like, you know how rice is supposed to be. It's supposed to be somewhat soft, you know what I'm saying? It's supposed to have like a certain consistency, like thick, but not too thick. And because I put that veggie water in here, it made it softer and not as the way it was before. So that shit was kind of, I'm saying, it was kind of crunchy. It wasn't like super crunchy like it was uncooked rice, but it was kind of crunchy at first, I'm not gonna lie. But yeah, next time, I am not gonna put that much rice in. Like I dead ass, when I post this video, y'all gonna see, like I dead ass just poured like a whole fucking thing of it. Like I didn't like measure it, I just fucking took the bag and I was just like, damn. And this is a big ass bag. This shit is 25 pounds. Yeah. Chef Young's in the building. Let's get it.
But it's not an easy job to begin with. I think the legislative work is probably finished. Certainly the appetite, I think, of the House.
This is how I know it's good too. Like he's
Massive is very, very low. They want to start running for re-election. But there's going to be a lot of stuff.
Yeah.
I asked you about the influence or lack thereof of
this shit is like each other.
which you helped to found. All of this unfolded last week.
It already is tough, but maybe that's tough.
Was the answer.
Tough
We're
work.
not going to get jammed by the Senate. And we know that we're a lot of side off every time I had said that. Well, listen, so bring us home on this because there are a lot of questions about whether the Freedom Caucus that you helped to found is still relevant. Well, it's certainly relevant. And any group that can sort of stick together is relevant, especially when you've got a margin of just a handful of votes in the House. Any group of 4 or 5 members who can't really stick together can't sort of change an outcome.
He said 45 pounds and you used all 40 pounds of it. Nah, for real. I used so much rice that I had to take some extra and put it in some Tupperware and put it in the fridge. Like I used way too fucking much, but it's all good. It's all good.
How far to the center maybe the Senate will go. But if the criticism is that the Freedom Caucus is different with Donald Trump in the White House, the answer is yes. It is. We started
But yeah,
conservative group.
honestly, my main thing now is kind of just like taking a break from music videos and kind of just like getting back to making more songs. Cause I ran out of songs. I wouldn't say I ran out of songs, but all the songs that I dropped over the last like 2, 3 months, like all of those songs, most of them are going to be on the project, and I only have like 1 or 2 songs left that are like really new to y'all, not new to me, but you know what I'm saying. So I gotta restock the vault, and shout out to Stevani. Definitely trying to drop Where You At, probably like by the end of this month. That song I think is gonna be like a big one. I'm not gonna lie. I gotta promote that song, but I'm actually gonna use that song. Y'all are gonna hear that song when I drop the cooking video. I'm gonna put that song in the background. That song is really good. That man needs to drop that song.
So if you're a Democrat and you couldn't deal with the Senate, your Republican members just a year ago to get a spending package passed, and then the Republicans go by themselves without you and sort of thumb their nose at you and say, well, we're gonna undo this spending that we just agreed to. What do you think that does for next year?
My most recent song, LGBTP, I think that one's pretty good. My girlfriend said that's her favorite song off of the project. I think that one's pretty good. But yeah, I wanna restock a little more. A little bit more.
Sit on their hands for the next 10 days and say, oh, well, we just ran out of time on rescissions. I just don't see them doing it because of the dynamics within that building.
He said, "Oh, yeah."
Says August 1st, even if this was always the date, doesn't move again. There's no extensions. I think somebody said yesterday, it might have been on this network, that the market just is giving up now.
My favorite song off the project is called "You Have Needs." It's already out on my page. That's my favorite song.
You can't invest based on, you can't trade at least based on the August 1st year. Three years I've been saying, look, it's gonna come as it does. Do I think the August date can change? Sure. And sure,
I ain't gonna lie, I was messing around with I got this app that does like slowed and reverb, so you can just like put your music in and like mess with the speed and the pitch. Some of my songs sound way better like slowed down, like it's like the melodies just like they sound like way more smooth. And You Have Needs slowed down, that shit sounds beautiful. I ain't gonna lie. Another song that I really like on the project is called Forgot What You Said. I think that's it's probably like the 3rd or the 4th one on the album. But they're all really good. I just woke up in the middle of the night and I was just like, I gotta upload this shit. Like that shit is gonna be out everywhere by Friday. It's gonna be on TikTok, YouTube, Spotify, Apple, all that. I ain't gonna lie, this shit is smoking like a motherfucker.
Another 2-3 months before we see it? I hope not. Okay, well, so no. So you guys hear me today? I tried it out. I didn't tell you anything.
I'm going to actually thoroughly clean this stove.
We don't have to do that right now, do we? Thank you, Mick. It's great to have you alongside Candy Lines. I'm Joe Matthews.
Probably should have wiped it down. It's just like the water kind of crusted that. I just gotta take a sponge. I'll wipe that shit down. Shouldn't be enough. Wipe that shit down. He said probably just from the stove, yeah. Yeah, I thought it was the pot at first, but yeah, it's just the stove. take another snippet of this rice, see what it's hitting for. Yeah, it's like sticky too, but like not like stuck together sticky. Yeah, this shit is good, bro. I ain't gonna lie. Once I throw it in this shit with the diced tomatoes, this shit about to hit this. Shout out to Viking boys, what's up?
Those certainties and doing that. These have been lead times that require you to have conviction about where demand is going. Another bucket is, as we people are on our network, we also have to add more coverage and capacity. It's almost like a variable expense. Third, we are modernizing our wireless network right now through investments related to
every song that I dropped in the last like 3 months, all of those songs are gonna be on the project. All of them. All the music videos, all of them are gonna be on the project. The only new song is the intro song. That song hasn't been released yet. And I'm kind of glad that I don't want to say waited, but I kind of just like took my time and uploaded shit to YouTube first, because I'm kind of using YouTube as like a metric to see like which songs y'all like the most. So, he said, "What you making?" I just joined the stream. Rice, veggies, and I'm just gonna I'm gonna make like some like Mexican tomato like chipotle rice thing. I don't know. It's coming together, but this is what the rice looks like. It's basically done. I'm just waiting for the other pot to boil. Then I'm about to put the rice in that pot. Then I'm about to put the tomatoes in that pot, and then I'm about to just season that shit up. And yeah. I hope you're doing all right. So yeah, apart from the fact that I don't want to cook for the next couple of days, part of the reason why I'm doing this now is because my 1 year anniversary with my girlfriend is coming up on Friday, and she likes when I cook, so decided to cook a little something so I don't gotta cook the day before and be like stressed out. But yeah, for our 1 year anniversary, I'm cooking for her. I am dropping this project for her, and then we're gonna go out to like Chinatown and we're gonna get some Chinese food for lunch. And she said she wants to do like a Star Wars binge watching session, so we better binge watch Star Wars or some shit.
The stock market is relatively calm too.
And I like Star Wars, so I'm actually kind of surprised. Alright, so food pot is boiling, so we are now going to dump this rice in here.
We're also talking oil, and a model picture for demand will be joined by Ellen Wald of Transversal and the Atlantic Council. And Bloomberg Opinion's Mark Gondloff asks, are we prepared for the next deadly floods? The answer, unfortunately, is no. He'll explain.
All that and more coming up over the next hour right here on Bloomberg Business Week Daily. First up, though, a check of that trade and top business stories. Here he is, Charlie.
Thank you very much. We're looking at a mixed market right now with the Dow lower, the S&P, NASDAQ both high. Gotta begin with copper, though. Big story. President Trump, you heard it on Bloomberg television and radio. He says the U.S. will impose a tariff.
The amount of rice I made, dead ass dude, I'm not gonna have to cook shit for like a minute, bro. I ain't gonna lie. It's fucking ridiculous. It's just fucking ridiculous.
Among the names moving higher there on the equity side of things, FCX Freeport Macron up now by 4.3%, Southern Copper up by 1%, the Chile peso, the Peru sol, and session highs on those copper tariff comments. Also, ECH, that is the iShares Chile ETF, up now by 1.4%. Stocks, however,
I don't see
President Trump is still
how the rice in the bottom taste. That'll be a good metric of how well it's cooked. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Alright, we're good. Yeah. It was just the rice at the top that was a little bit crunchy. But that's just about to change.
Spot gold down $29 the ounce, down 0.9%. West Texas Intermediate crude oil 0.8%. Bitcoin now higher by 1%, 109,017 on the Bitcoin.
This shit is a little bit burnt, but it's okay. Little bit burnt at the bottom, not too much though. It's okay though.
Thanks for that update, Charlie. Do appreciate it. To build on some of those headlines that we just heard from Charlie, that tariff situation evolving quickly. We did hear from Charlie just now on copper.
He said, yeah, you gotta mix it deeper.
The president said that he planned to implement
Yeah.
a 50% rate on copper as part of a set of looming sectoral tariffs. Also threatening a 200% tariff on pharmaceuticals. Now,
Yeah, I definitely, if I had a pressure cooker, if I had a big ass pressure cooker, I think this would have been a lot more faster. But the way I did it did take a lot more time than I expected. But I think the result is going to turn out honestly pretty good. And it's not like a fuck ton of burnt rice. It's not that bad. It's like one or two of them got burned. But it's not that bad. Once I put the potatoes in, bro, this shit is about to hit this. That's all I'm gonna say. So now, got it in the other pot. Now, I'm just gonna take this fork. Mix it all up.
President Trump earlier in his cabinet meeting for more on the evolving tariff situation. We're joined by Adam Fair, Bloomberg Economics senior geoeconomics analyst for Asia Pacific down in our Washington, D.C. bureau. Adam, the letters that the president has posted over the last 26 hours or so, does it offer clarity on the situation with tariffs? Is it certainty now?
I think in many ways it's the opposite, right? We now have another tariff deadline of August 1st, and the president insists that this tariff deadline won't move. But we've seen already 2 tariff deadlines.
All right, we got
There's certainly
turn this shit down.
deadline can move as well. The big takeaway is that countries that are in
Put
tough
this
negotiations, particularly large
hot
trading partners like Korea,
lid on top, turn this shit down.
real difficulty in their
I know this shit is
discussions
taking
with
a fucking break, y'all.
like
Bear
agricultural
with me.
imports and auto tariffs. Have been given a lifeline of 3 weeks to further negotiate with the U.S. government and try and find a solution before that August deadline.
Right now, I'm trying to break up the rice so it's not like too sticky.
Be clear that the letters really do not news. Overall,
It was a little bit sticky at the bottom.
in a few cases, with some going up and down, but they remain. Reciprocal tariffs are not on the table right now, and aren't scheduled to come on until August 1st.
So what does this mean now for, I guess the rates that we've seen already negotiated, particularly Japan and South Korea, as you mentioned, they're kind of the same numbers that we saw Trump announce a couple months ago back on that Liberation Day. What has changed this
Okay,
week
that's not
after
bad.
July 9th deadline?
And I think I'm just gonna throw the veggies in here, honestly, because veggies are basically done. So I'm just gonna throw this in, just some bacon kind of soak.
But we can say that we know that there are lots of detailed ongoing trade discussions between these countries and the administration.
Now once this shit all absorbs, bro, and I can throw the tomatoes in, oh yeah, it's gonna be good.
In addition addition to
Let's
those
see
major
how we
trade
do
partners,
it.
we also saw letters go out to tiny trading partners like Bosnia and Serbia, which have a trade deficit under $1 billion with the United States. So it's unclear why they were grouped in the way they were or what comes next in terms of the additional letters. But with Scott Bessent saying that we're going to see 100 plus letters over this week, we should expect to see them from most countries.
Mexico, Canada, and China are the three most important. I think it's fair to say they're certainly the three largest trading partners with the United
All right.
States. These are really the
That
top 10 trading partners,
even
really the
well.
only ones that matter.
Depends on what you mean, but I think overall for imports and the impact on U.S. consumers, it certainly is far weighted in the direction of those countries. But as you just highlighted, China, Canada, and Mexico are not part of this reciprocal discussion.
Now we can kind of just let
Different
that do its
things,
thing.
although now we have merged
Yeah.
the China deadline to some extent with the rest of the world. Obviously, Canada and Mexico continue to move
Sure doesn't turn out
and
beautiful.
lots of attention going to those discussions, but they're happening quietly on the sidelines. We don't have updates on where they stand.
What about views raised on various commodities and
Clean up.
pharmaceuticals that Tim mentioned at the beginning of the show? Trump saying that
Right stack.
So we're waiting to see where the administration is going to come out on these new
Alrighty.
sectoral tariffs, particularly
Like
related
that.
to copper, semiconductors, pharmaceuticals.
Now the rice is going to be just sheer
The reality is that
consistent.
copper's probably at the lowest end of the spectrum. It accounts for about $17 billion in U.S. imports. At the same time, that demand is probably relatively inelastic. Companies and producers in the United States that rely on copper are still going to need
Clean up
copper.
here.
And so they're likely to just see a big increase in their costs if and when this goes into effect. I would highlight that the president didn't give a date as to when this would go into effect. On the pharmaceutical side, obviously, that's a much bigger deal. We're talking about over $200 billion in U.S. imports, and obviously a key item for U.S. consumers and the general economy. But again, here we see a big number, 200+% threatened, but also the potential for a year plus of delays in works with pharmaceutical companies to address the inequities that he sees in the market.
The president has often spoken of countries themselves paying for these tariffs. What's the view that you have? Who pays for these tariffs?
I think time and time again we've seen in the data that while there is some split going on, and it depends a bit on the product in question, overall consumers and importers are the ones paying that fee. And so at the end of the day, it accounts for an additional tax on consumers in the United States. And particularly for items like pharmaceuticals, where they're not going to have a lot of people who can live without. They're just going to pay higher prices.
When it comes to just how much more change are we going to see in these tariff rates that have already been set from now to potentially August? Should investors be basically preparing for many more headlines?
Somebody said this makes me hungry. Yeah, it makes me hungry too.
Well, the story is that we're expecting these additional letters, and in those letters we can see different rates than we had seen.
Debating on whether or not I should pour out some of this water. It's actually a lot more than I expected, but I'm just going to let it do
I
its
say
thing.
in theory because obviously the president has shown a willingness to adjust on the fly depending on what he sees both in the market and in his engagements with these countries.
Do that.
But I think the biggest
That on the
takeaway needs
stove.
to be the reality that what we're seeing today are not so
Sweep
much
off
trade
some of this
negotiations,
rice.
but rather the implementation of tariffs and locking in those tariffs. In the few agreements we have seen between the United States and the UK and Vietnam, the administration successfully locked in tariffs at 10% for the UK and 20% for Vietnam, and potentially up to 40% for items that are transshipped. So what we're seeing here again are not traditional trade negotiations, but rather a discussion of how tariffs will be implemented and how high that.
I think I missed like a what's it called?
If somebody from the Trump administration were here, they might say
He said on the head have a good rest of your stream. Appreciate it.
a negotiating tactic.
I think I missed like a
Those tariffs that you speak of,
what's it called? A
if we
video.
get what we want to
I
see,
didn't show how the rice looked.
So
So
But it's
that's
okay.
possible, but I think
I
what
didn't
we've
show
seen
the
so far from the administration, and certainly from what the president has said, is a desire to reset
last
the trade
video that I
war and to
did.
do it via tariffs. And so while there's a possibility on the table that they could go in any direction they see fit, the reality seems to be that they want at least a 10% baseline on the table for most countries, and that in many cases it would be significantly higher. The question does become when those tariffs really start to bite in the economy as we move into the latter half of the year and into 2026.
Yeah, it's all good. The video doesn't have to be that long anyway.
Continue those tariffs, or will we see those start to fall?
So yeah, a lot of people are still waiting for those tariffs to bite. Adam, thanks so much for joining us this afternoon. Really do appreciate it. That's Adam Fair, Bloomberg Economics, Senior Geoeconomics Analyst for Asia Pacific from our Washington, D.C. Bureau. So that was the latest on the evolving tariff situation. For our investors are trying to weather this and figure it out. Let's bring in Libby Cantrell, Managing Director and Head of Public Policy at PIMCO.
I'm gonna pause my live stream for like 5 minutes to get some fresh air, y'all. I'll be right back.
Tariffs and get to the president's domestic policy win. I'm going to ask you the same question that I just asked Adam. For investors, though, is this?
Oh, this isn't like TikTok. You can't pause this shit.
Just a moment of clarity. I think in some ways it reinforces the president's conviction.
I thought you could pause live streams.
I agree with what Adam was saying. I mean,
Huh.
I think that there's sort of this view in the marketplace.
All right, I'm gonna mute my mic, but I'm gonna be back in like 5 minutes.
The equity market, you know, is going to believe what it wants to believe. And I do think there is this assumption that President Trump doesn't necessarily mean this. And of course, I mean, to the credit of the equity market, we haven't necessarily seen the pass-through from tariffs to either consumer prices or, you know, hurting sentiment necessarily. So there has been
Still needs a lot more
Technology's got the one beautiful bill done. There wasn't much time for celebration back in Washington or in the markets for that.
Now it's kind of looking like more like
Spiking the football on that one a little bit more because that is a huge accomplishment.
I don't know if that's what I was necessarily going for. I think
Let's talk a
I
little bit about
might
that and the idea of why
pour
we
out
deficits. And I'm curious, given the fact that
some water because I feel like the rice was already kind of moisturized.
thoughts react to the idea of
I don't know if I want to let this be because now it looks more like a stew, which is not what I was going for. And I don't want the rice to be too wet, so I think I'm just gonna fucking pour this shit out in the strainer. Yeah, I think that's what I'm about to do. I don't want this shit to be all fucking wet.
There was already questions about taxes, about fiscal profligacy, about institutions, all of those things. I think that there are a couple of things. One is that the U.S. dollar continues to be the reserve currency. The Treasury is continuing to be the reserve asset of the world. And the real yields also look pretty good. Our view is there's much more value in the belly of the curve, the shorter durations of maturities of the curve versus the long out. But you have seen again, it sort of depends on where the yield curve you're talking about. You have the long and you digest some of these, some of these types of things.
Great to see you. Thanks so much for joining us. Libby Cantrell is Managing Director and Head of Public Policy at PIMCO, joining us in the Bloomberg Business Meeting Studio.
Yeah, part of me is wondering if I should have just fucking rocked out and just did the what's it called, the tomatoes instead of just doing more water. Part of me is like it was a good consistency before. It was just like the top was like what's it called, not as consistent as the middle / bottom. But maybe I should just rocked out with it. I don't know. I'm gonna strain this shit again. And hopefully it comes out. Comes out all right. Yeah, we'll see what this is good for. Okay, hold on. I think I might figure something out here. Hold on. Okay. Yeah, it was just a lot of water. Okay, we're good. We're good. It was just a lot of water. All right. Now all I gotta do is throw in these motherfucking what's it called? Tomatoes. Just gotta throw in these tomatoes. Yeah, it actually looks better, but the top was just looking too what's it called? Too moist. And honestly, if I add some olive oil, everything should be good. Let me just do that real quick.
More than what you need to know is what you need to think about.
Olive oil.
Bloomberg's global financial correspondent, I get to meet the people shaping the way money flows around the world. And I want to bring you with me.
Yeah, all right, that's
There isn't another one that works as well. I love
Yeah.
all these new Wall Streets, Wall Street South.
Wall Street used to be a place. Now it's more of an idea. I hope you survive the day.
The shit honestly looks like fried rice, but it's not fried. But it looks like some like stir fry at this point. Just without the eggs. It looks like stir fry, which I kind of like.
That's a good question. Great question. I so appreciate that question. Somebody asked interesting questions.
Television top experts.
I'm about to throw some olive oil on this part. Mix it up a little bit more.
Where would you like to see?
Then once I throw the tomatoes in,
We could see
it'll absorb the tomato sauce, so then it'll basically be done in like 10, 15 minutes, something like that.
So as we see inflation come down, I think the whole curve comparable to down.
Don't miss live on Purpose.
Yeah, it's not bad. It's not bad actually. Yeah, I really just needed to I had to dump out some that shit was looking a little too wet. That is not what we're going for. Alright, yeah. Much better. Much better. That's more olive oil. I'm gonna show y'all what it looks like in a second. Just trying to make sure I stop getting rice from getting too mushy.
President Trump, meanwhile, says the U.S. will impose a tariff of 50% on cocoa.
Show y'all what it looks like. This is what it looks like so far. It looks pretty good. I just need to put the tomatoes in now. Let that do its thing. But it looks pretty good. Like I said, healthy amount. Well, definitely more than a healthy amount. We'll have to cook for a minute. Alright, now we're about to add these tomatoes. Yeah. Sauce in there.
West Texas Intermediate crude flip between gains and losses $168 a barrel. This is a key psychological level that prices have been briefly reached in recent weeks. Meanwhile,
Tomato in there.
attack. Also, traders have to understand exactly what's happening with tariffs to get an idea for demand. Watching all of this is Dr. Evelyn Wall, president of Transversal Consulting, also senior fellow at the Atlantic Council. She's also the author of Saudi Inc. She joins us from Boca Raton, Florida. Dr. Wall, always good to check in with you, especially on a day such as today. I want to start with tariffs and really the way that traders are trying to understand oil demand for countries that have had tariffs implemented on them. How does this change the view of oil demand in the coming weeks, months, and years?
Once I put this tie back on, shit's gonna look way.
The idea is that if tariffs are going to go up, then that will mean lower economic activity in terms of trade. So if a product you're trying to buy from a country has you're less likely to buy that product. That means there will be lower shipping.
Just gotta let the rice absorb everything.
Therefore, lower demand for the energy needed to ship those products. So the idea is that then if demand is going down, then oil prices will go down. But if tariffs are lower and lots of people are buying lots of stuff from all over the world, then demand will be higher and therefore oil prices will rise. So it's a little bit of an opposite
One
of
more of
what
these.
but
Good
that's
measure.
generally
That's not the right one. Okay, this shit is already on.
oil prices.
I want to talk about OPEC as well.
Okay, this is genuinely the last cook. Like this is it right here. Just gonna leave this on for like 10 minutes. Keep saying fucking 10 minutes, but for real, this is like the last one. And then that shit's gonna be done. Then I'm gonna add the seasonings, and then voila.
Prices kind of shot up and then went down, and then we had this kind of resolution, sort of, which led to eventually eliminating the premium prices. So prices were down. Now we're coming off and right immediately into that where OPEC decides to increase more than probably was expected. Most analysts in the market expected that OPEC was going to increase those by another 400,000 barrels a day. The increase that is now almost 5 million to over 600,000 barrels a day by
So y'all see how it's coming? It's looking pretty good. Just gotta let the rice absorb a little bit more heat. Yeah. Look good, man. Real. Now I think it's fair to say we can add some seasoning. How do you make so much food, man? Way too much. You making it hard to cook it. Nah, it's all gonna steam up. I'm saying, but that's a lot of rice in there. I know. So you make it hard to cook it that way. Yeah, next time I'm not gonna do that. We need some more pots. Yeah.
So that's the international view. I'm wondering about the domestic view. And certainly these are all tied together when it comes to the global energy market. But when we think about the United States and the president's stated goal of more energy production and more drilling here in the United States, in fact, we did hear from the energy secretary during the cabinet meeting talking briefly about this and about oil and gas. Is $68 a barrel, especially just a few weeks after oil was $58 a barrel here in the U.S., is that a high enough price for?
Yeah, it's hard to manage when you cook that much. It's hard to manage.
Yeah, no, I know. I realize it.
Like, in order to be more exact with the measurements.
Yeah, no, I mean, I literally just dumped the fucking, like...
No, that's not how you cook rice.
I know.
It's gonna be mushy. Like, you gotta be exact with cooking. Measure out the water, measure out the perfect amount of rice per cup of water, and start there. You can make it easy with yourself. That's too hard to keep. You can't gauge it. You'll just keep going and going.
These are all things that companies spend a lot of money and time dealing with in order to just get to the place where they can get oil. And so what the government can do is the government cannot change the price of oil all that much. They can't, say, oh, we want it to be high enough, this high so that everybody feels comfortable, drilling more. But they can't change that. I guess technically they could set, they could try to price control, but that's a bad idea and we're not going to do that anymore. But what they could do is they could help in the regulatory aspects. And if they can decrease red tape, help things move more smoothly, then companies will be much more inclined to go out there and do exploration and do drilling and things like that because they don't have to spend as much time and money dealing with all the red tape. So that's one way they can make that $68 more valuable to companies.
Do we know if the government has plans to do any of that anytime soon?
Well, they say they want to. I mean, I know that they want to get rid of net reviews entirely. That's this environmental review that often can take years and years to complete before they say, oh, we want to have them done in 3 months. Now they're saying, oh, we want to get rid of them entirely. But we need to see some actual concrete steps taken to do this because companies can't just, they can't make decisions about whether to allocate massive capital expenditures based on something that the government says that it might do or that it wants to do. They're going to need to see, yeah, we're doing this. If we need to apply for a permit to do X,
little bit more.
President of Transversal Consulting, also senior fellow at the Atlantic Council. Her book came out a few years ago, South Inc. Check it out. Joining us for this out, and taking a look at how stocks are doing. We're seeing a little movement. The S&P 500 down, not even 1/10 of 1%. The Nasdaq is higher by about 1/10 of 1%. Down close to 4/10 of 1%. Coming up next on Bloomberg with This Week in Daily, we're going to be joined by Mark Oswald. He's a Bloomberg opinion editor who covers climate change on lessons learned, if any, from the tragedy in Texas.
Grab a paper towel real quick.
That's why it's urging the government for school kids as young as 6 to be taught how to use it.
Yeah, so I did put a lot of rice in here, but you know what I'm saying? I still think this is gonna taste good, regardless. I really just need to let it steam up more. And it is a little bit mushy, I'm not gonna lie. The way I had it before, I was steaming up a little bit, but the way I had it before was like low-key perfect. And then I think I fucked it up a little bit because I tried to like, what's the word? Add more water into this pot. But the way I had it earlier, I think if I just added a little bit of water and then did the diced tomatoes, I think it would have came out a lot better. But it still tastes pretty good. I'm gonna let that shit steam up a little bit, but basically done. Struggle meals.
From the world of politics to the world of business, Joe Matthew and Kaylee Lines deliver news, insight, and analysis live 2 times a day.
Probably.
Trading
Still pretty good. I'm not gonna lie. I'm gonna give myself a pat on the back because it's my first time really cooking on an electric stove like this, and I did pour a shit ton of rice in. But the taste is still pretty good. It tastes like Mexican rice kind of, because I use taco seasoning and some organic salt from Kirkland. But yeah, still tastes pretty goddamn good. I'm gonna have to clean this stove now. Clean the stove. But yeah, overall, I give it like, and I'm not gonna give it my rating yet because technically it's still doing its thing. So I gotta give it some time. But right now, it's like a 7, maybe like a 6.5. I only say that because the consistency is a little bit not what I was going for, but we'll give it some time. Meanwhile, I'm gonna wash off. Stove top here.
President Trump says the U.S. will impose a tariff of 50% on copper, lifting futures on the coal as much as 17%. Right now, looking at copper futures up by 10.8%. Amazon shares down 1.4%. Amazon's Prime Day sales fell almost 14% in the first 4 hours of the event, compared with the start of last year's sale.
This shit really is scraping off some out of this grease. Other shit. I ain't gonna find out. Oh, yeah, man.
Value Elon Musk's rocket and satellite maker around $400 billion. Recapping S&P little change, now down by 1 point. We've got copper surging by 9.8%.
I have to wait till
Thanks for that update, Charlie. Well, I do appreciate it. More than 100 people in several counties died in the floods that swept through the Texas Hill Country over the weekend, including dozens of children and counselors at a Monroe summer camp on the Guadalupe River. The proximate cause of the disaster was a brief but unbelievably intense deluge of the sort that has a 1 in 1,000 chance of happening in a year. In some places, 20 inches of rain fell in a matter of hours, and the Guadalupe surged more than 20 feet. Beyond that, Bloomberg Opinion's Mark Markloff writes, there are few potential ultimate causes. Mark is Bloomberg Opinion editor who covers climate change. He joins us here in the Bloomberg Business Week studio. Mark, you have new piece out on this. You write that this part of Texas is called Flash Flood Alley. You also write that flash floods were happening here, but long before the climate began changing. Is it too early for us to say that climate change contributed to this disaster?
In the days past since I wrote that, I actually got
Let me grab a paper towel real quick.
list of the rain to climate change. So there are rapid attribution models and companies that do this now. They say it was 7% more rain because of that. It's true that we've had huge floods in this area. It's a flash flood alley in Texas. It's not named that for no reason. And so they do get a lot of water. This was made so we're in this weird thing where we still don't know everything that happened in this tragedy and all the reasons that contributed to it was as bad as it was. But
definitely gonna be able to
some of it is that climate change is making these things more devastating and intensifying more rapidly. And this has all parts of that. Even if you can't get the phone back on it right away.
When I was reading the column, I was thinking to myself,
Alright, that's not bad
really
actually.
is in charge of informing citizens, Americans, of extreme weather.
But shout out to everybody who's tuned in for this whole live stream. I know I'm kind of
weather events. Who's
sidetracked right now
in charge
because I'm
of
cleaning,
telling
but
Americans what's coming next?
I'm gonna do more.
Your question gets at the heart of one.
I'm gonna do more different types of content these next coming weeks.
It's a daisy chain
I'm just gonna
that starts with
try
saying,
some
weather
different shit.
service. You have meteorologists who say, oh my God, there's a big thing coming.
I don't know.
You tell somebody who tells a local authority.
Still gonna drop music. It's still gonna make music, but I'm gonna try posting different stuff.
One of the problems with, say, Camp Mystic or these places along the Bay River is that, this has been a thing that they've talked about for years because they have had big, devastating floods there. They for years talked about, well, we've got these things that send text messages to people. Yeah, there's a flood coming, but not everybody gets the text because they're in these hills and don't have good cell phone coverage. And so maybe we should put some big sirens on the river that sound awesome. Nobody can miss it when it goes off, but they haven't paid for that yet. So it's that somebody dropped the ball along the way. People didn't get text messages. Some did, but many didn't. And unfortunately, you need everybody to know that a disaster is headed their way. And right now, we are dropping that ball somewhere along the way.
You know, the National Weather Service has come under scrutiny in the days following this. We did hear from Department of Homeland Security Chief Kristi Noem, who said that President Trump is upgrading the National Weather Service. What do we know about that?
Well, again, the first thing we know is that far from being upgraded, the NWS is being downgraded. It's losing a bunch of jobs, losing a bunch of people. It's not able to launch weather balloons as often. There are a whole bunch of pictures to the mosaic. This is a tile to this mosaic that helps build a picture of what the weather's going to be that we're starting to miss because of this. Now, that said, various sources have suggested that the NWS did the best it could do in this situation. It did its job. There were enough people there. It gave dire enough warnings. It was like, look, guys, the rivers are going to flood. There could be deadly flooding. Get to higher ground. It said that. Now, not everybody got that message. It didn't predict 20 inches of rain, but there's only so much it can do right now. But with the degradation we're seeing under Trump right now, we are going to see more and more instances, potentially in the future, where people don't get the right messages, where people don't get the right warnings.
Yeah,
And that's the
it's really not bad.
What about this idea of warning fatigue? And I can
I
tell
could
you
probably
right
add
now,
more of that
on my phone,
taco
the
seasoning.
messages today that popped up, it's 93 degrees.
And maybe like a little bit
I
more
got a
salt,
message
like
about
just a
severe
tad.
thunderstorms tonight. Pop up on my phone. I've
But
also gotten one about flooding until
it's pretty good. Like
tomorrow morning.
it just tastes like Mexican rice.
Because I get these so much.
Yeah.
I fuck with it.
Fatigue, warning fatigue is a huge potential risk here because you are getting these alerts. Like, oh my God,
Yeah.
and we have
I'm rocking
worse
with it.
weather forecasting. The risk of
This needs a little bit more seasoning. That's all it is.
You get out of your house, it's going to flood, and then it doesn't. It's the white fried wolf again and again, and then the fifth time it actually does flood.
It's like some Mexican rice.
That warning. The thing that we can't do is just, it's sort of like climate change writ large to some degree, the thing we can't do is become inured to the disasters, become inured to the changes, become inured to the suffering that people are going through, because it's very easy to do. We're adaptable human beings. It's just our evolution. We adapt to anything, But there's some things we don't have to adapt to this. This flood didn't have to be that deadly. You may have a lot of floods.
Definitely about to make a big ass plate of this shit. 'Cause I'm hungry as shit. I've been doing this for like I don't even know. I don't know what time I started this live stream, but it's definitely been like 2 hours and some change, man. I ain't gonna lie. Man.
But right now, we already have intense disasters, and right now we're not doing everything we can to protect ourselves. Just that simple.
Help clarify, I've heard people talking online about layoffs at these various levels of government, people speculating that maybe DOJ played a role in this because people lost their jobs, there weren't enough people in the chain of command to alert people of this tragedy. Can you just help us clear up what do we know so far about the potential role
Yeah, this is solid though, I ain't gonna lie.
job cutting could play in this?
Definitely gonna give it another try. Next time I make rice, be more precise with my measurements, things of that nature.
Again, we're still trying to sort all this out. There are also reports that we've said that these are some of the best staffed NWS offices in the country, but that means they're only, say, 80% staffed as opposed to 50% staffed, So it's kind of a low bar at the moment because a lot of places have really been gutted. So for this particular,
Not bad.
we still don't know.
Like I said, the
exactly
consistency
how much
isn't necessarily what I wanted it to be. And low key, I had it, but I think I would rather have it be slightly soft, because this is not like mushy. Honestly, this is not as mushy as I thought it would be. But I would rather have it be softer than be like crunchy in some parts and then not crunchy. Like that would have thrown me off, I think, a bit more. This is consistent. Maybe not the consistency I was expecting, but it's consistent. Definitely consistent. Gotta give that shit another go. Spoon to see how it's coming. Definitely consistent though. Instead looking a whole lot better. Yeah, I think it needs to steam up a little bit more. It's a little bit softer than I expected, but it's good. Whew. Honestly, I should add some onions. I think I should add some onions, low key, but I just didn't feel like it. Yeah, like I said, not the consistency that I expected, but the flavor is pretty good. It's definitely getting there. Oh yeah, it's definitely getting there. I ain't gonna lie. Woo. Yeah, it's got a nice kick to it because this seasoning that I use has got a little bit of red pepper. It's got a little bit of red pepper, a little bit of paprika, a little bit of chipotle chili pepper, and a little bit of jalapeno. This shit just has a bunch of peppers and spices. This is low key making the rice hit. I ain't gonna lie, I might put some more. This shit kind of hit now. Yeah, this is actually pretty dang. Not gonna lie. Pretty dang. I'm not gonna have to cook for a week. That's good.
Context changes everything.
Bringing you up-to-the-minute news whenever and wherever it happens. I'm Matt Miller, serving the Lazard in the law.
This is Bloomberg Business Week Daily. Aaron Masser and Tim Stedebeck on Bloomberg Radio and Television.
Yeah, I'm jacking this. I ain't gonna lie.
Bloomberg Business Week Daily. I'm Tim Stedebeck. That is Emily Rufeo. She is in for Carol Masser this afternoon. Carol back.
He said better mix it good, yeah.
And like I said, the stock's not really moving.
I'm already on it, my boy.
The index level, the S&P 500, that's pretty much flat right now. The Nasdaq Composite has been moving between gains and losses for much of the day. It is higher right now, just shy of 1/10 of 1%. The Dow Jones Industrial Average down 0.3%. Let's take a look at some stocks on the move today. I'm Tim Stedebeck along with Emily Rufeo. We're joined by Bloomberg News equities reporter Nora Belinda. Nora, the indexes might not be moving much right now, but kind of hide some big moves taking place if you peel back the layers now.
Most definitely. And talking of a big move, looking at Fair Isaac, which we all know is FICO, that's ticker FICO. We're seeing shares pointing lower, tumbling double digits actually, as the worst performing stock by a percentage basis in the S&P
at the bottom that haven't,
So Vantage is actually a competitor
and
that's
the
trying to
links,
come in, kind of knock FICO out the way. And we're seeing shares of FICO
top,
down
yeah.
as much as 19%. That's its worst day since the
I give
pandemic
this a
in March
smooth 7.
2020. So not a great
I
day
give
for
this a
them right
smooth
now.
7.
That's ticker
Once
FICO.
again,
Vantage
not
is
what I expected, but
correct.
flavor is
So
good,
we can't see the
and
shares moving, but you know we can. It's a good day, most likely for a share push. Most definitely.
the
But
consistency
I'm
is
also
there.
looking at CoreWeave, that's ticker CRWV, and of course we know this was an IPO back in late March. We've seen shares of the company that have surged for more than 280% so far since the IPO, but we're looking at shares that are lower today.
I might put
They
a
were
little bit more
downgraded
of
to
that
a neutral
organic sauce
equivalent rating
seasoning.
at both Stiefel and Mizuho. And this, of course, is after the company had some news that came out about the fact that it was going to be buying Core Scientific in an all-stock transaction. So the companies, these banks are actually not super enthused about what this means for the shares of CoreWeave. And of course, those investors, Stiefel is actually pointing toward pending dilution and potential pressure, especially as we think about some of those multiples and whatnot, as CoreWeave really moves from being a light asset, an asset light company to asset owned or more or less hybrid.
You may think CoreWeave, a company that works in this space, might be based in Silicon Valley or New York or Texas.
But
Livingston, New Jersey.
what?
Yes, which is like a suburb of New York City.
Okay.
That is the headquarters now.
We have to bring them in here. Right, we're just down the road, right?
They really are, yeah. I was always surprised to find that CoreWeave was based in Livingston, New Jersey.
The more you know.
Yeah.
And that's ticker CRWV. The second day of losses in a row for ASI. Most definitely. So we're going to see what really happens here in terms of whether or not that pullback extends. But another company, I'm bringing lots of for today, but another company here, we're looking at Bank of America, ticker BAC, and I'm looking at that along with a lot of those peers in the banking space. We know bank earnings kick off next week. But before that, we have HSBC coming in and saying that downside risks are not currently factored into the stock prices of a lot of these companies. We've seen a pretty intense rally right now between what things have looked like for the banking
Put a
sector.
whole bunch of taco seasoning on this motherfucker, yo. I cannot lie.
Market like Mayo saying game on for banks, but then we also have other analysts that
But it's okay.
really just
I like my
what the
shit
macro environment looks like for
spicy.
these companies and whether or not that could be a potential headwind for them. But we do have HSBC in particular here turning cautious on the company, as well as JP Morgan and Goldman that were also downgraded.
Speaking of the banks,
Oh,
earnings season
yeah.
kicks off next week.
It does.
I'm about to
15th we have JP
down
Morgan.
now.
That is, but it says the 8th,
It's
so
not
that's next
mixing, that
Tuesday.
is.
Next Wednesday,
I
we
still
have
gotta
Bank of
fake,
America, and then we're off to the races.
I'm basically done cleaning.
Are we ready?
Oh, I'm ready.
I just gotta put this away.
Do you face the
But
Earlier, you ready?
yeah, I think I'm about to end my live stream.
Waiting for those earnings.
Nora, you ready?
Shout out to everybody who's tuning in to the live stream. I appreciate y'all from the bottom of my heart.
Everyone else is like having their European summer.
Before I end, I guess I just show y'all the final product.
Uber News and Equities reporter. For more conversations like this, listen to our new Stock Movers podcast. You can subscribe for 5-minute episodes on the biggest winners and losers in the stock market. Check out Stock Movers on Apple, Spotify, or anywhere you get your podcasts. Well, the S&P 500 is still flat right now, down ever so slightly, less than 0.1%. The Nasdaq in the green, but pretty much flat as well. The Dow a little bit lower there, only down 3 tenths of 1%.
Yeah.
Do you know what's moving to the Russell 2000? It's up 0.8%. Those are small cap stocks.
You know what else is moving?
That way,
Okay.
the right way. So you don't even look that bad.
Favorable
Just
analyst
have a-
commentary on chip stocks today from a couple
Just had to
different
steam up a
analysts.
little bit.
A bunch of semiconductor stocks.
We
that
up,
are
though.
in the market.
That's interesting.
All right,
'Cause
y'all.
Usually, if you see small caps, it's more of a broadening out type of day. And
New
semis
content
are
coming
really
soon.
when, tech stocks
More
that
live
bounce
streams
around
coming soon.
So now I guess we're seeing a little bit of
Appreciate everybody who joined the
but
live
not
stream.
on that index level.
Right, that's a good
I
point.
hope y'all have a good rest of y'all
If you're
week.
sticking with us on
And
Bloomberg
yeah.
Business Week Radio,
So-
Bloomberg Business Week Daily, continuing on radio, on YouTube at Bloomberg Originals and